Hello and welcome back. It's been a minute since we've done a baking video and we've come a long way since the last one. I actually have the recipe down. I know how to mix it correctly. I haven't added pepper instead of salt. I have my first order since moving, which I guess is something I should address too. I am in a new kitchen because I'm in a new city. My husband and I moved from the South Texas area where we were to Lubbock. We're super stoked to be here. So of course I had to move the business. Duh. One of my friends is having a housewarming party, so I'm making cookies for her. Today, we're making the sugar cookies. All in total, we have a dozen chocolate chip. I'm actually doing a batch, which my batches are 15, make 15 cookies. So 15 chocolate chip cookies, 15 snickerdoodle, 1 dozen sugar cookies, just like plain round with like a little swirl of icing, and then 1 dozen decorated sugar cookies with like a housewarming theme. We're making the sugar cookies today. I'm gonna make the chocolate chip and snickerdoodle tomorrow. The party is until later in the evening, so. I'm gonna die from embarrassment right now. Our apartment has like a small yard, but there's gates so like maintenance can get in and mow and all that stuff. There was somebody that came just now to blow off the grass on the porch, and all of my blinds are open. All of my blinds are open. He definitely just saw the tripods sitting on the counter, and like the embarrassment is in my chest. Like he was there. He was at the door. I'm also pretty sure that that clip didn't really get a good view of all of the ingredients. Not that it really matters. I'm not sharing the recipe because why would I share my business's recipe? Not gonna do that. So basic sugar cookie. This is a classic recipe that I got from my Nana. I've only made like a couple of tweaks. We have flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda, vanilla and almond, butter, and eggs. Like I said, pretty basic. I don't think I'm missing anything. So I was actually wrong on my ingredients. I don't need baking soda, and I was missing shortening. I hope I have enough shortening or I'm going to freak out. I think this is half a cup. No, yes, this is 1 cup. Perfect. Hey, while I'm measuring everything, I'm gonna have the butter mixing because I like to cream it before I add the sugar. Now the butter is all creamed, I'm gonna add the shortening, and then I'll add the sugar and the flavoring. Already mess up. Interesting angle. I was measuring the flour and putting it all into one bowl, and I think I did 1 too many cups. So I separated. I would have added the baking powder to the flour and then added it all at once, but I'm just gonna kind of eyeball the flour and just keep watch on the texture of the dough because I'm almost positive that is too much. Actually didn't. I don't think I miscounted the cups of flour. That is perfect. One thing I did forget though is to preheat the oven. look like great on top, but they're gonna have frosting on them, so I don't really care. Like, they don't have to be that perfect in my opinion. I had pretty much just enough dough to have 2 dozen of these, and then I'm making 2 dozen, no, am I dumb? 1 dozen round and 1 dozen rectangle, because I'm gonna make like little front doors and welcome mats. Baker tip, don't buy anything that you can't put in the dishwasher. I have a wooden rolling pin, but I bought this, and not only is it easier to wash because you just throw it in the dishwasher, it has, like, you know, all of your cookies are going to be the exact same thickness, and that's something that I always struggled with, and so I always ended up running out of dough because I was making some cookies thicker than the others. This has been, I mean, this is the first time. Is it the first time? This is the second time I'm making sugar cookies since getting this. I'm really glad I decided to purchase that. Scared there for a second. I don't know if I was filming. I almost think I wasn't, but I was trying to make this like pretty sage green color, and all I had green wise was leaf green. I was like, maybe it's not that dark. I put too much in and it was like bright, like Kelly green. I was like, oh, cool. And I added yellow. I was like, this will help. That just made it lime green. I was like, oh, sweet. And then I was like, red will help. That made it brown. But I finally figured it out. I don't remember what I did. Oh wait, I just added more of this. And it's like actually very similar to the color that I used for my bridesmaids. So I do like the color. That's actually perfect. That's a really pretty, you know what's crazy? It is the same exact color as this tissue paper. I don't remember, is this like, yeah, duh. Okay, I couldn't remember like what my branding colors were, but it's this color green and like a really deep red, and that's actually perfect. Like, this is crazy. That is the same exact color. So for this next portion, for the decorating part of it, if you want to watch that, you have to go to TikTok because I'm filming a TikTok for that. And I don't have a camera. I'm using my phone to film this, and I obviously have to use my phone to film the other thing. So BRB, I'll show you the finished product. I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but these might be some of the best cookies I've ever decorated. Cursive needs practice, but I think these turned out so cute. Like the little wreath and everything, I'm just obsessed. And those just pretty basic, but I really like these. So that's the end of this. If you like this video, subscribe. I do more, or I'm going to do more than just baking content. I also want to do some like home decor, maybe some like fashion. Also go follow me on TikTok. I don't post that much on Instagram, but you can follow me there if you want to. And did I say subscribe? You should subscribe and like this video.